Greetings, welcome back to Dinset's Techie Not Badass. I'm Von Fry, your humble yet arrogant host. Before we get into tonight's stream of me first time experiencing the original Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube via Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, I want to show you this really cool battery I picked up. I've talked about it, I think I've shown it a little bit, but look. Ultra slim, can throw this in, a number of your bags. And then, boom, MagSafe. MagSafe compatibility right here. Kickstand, lanyard that becomes a USB-C cable. Boom. Pretty easy. Now you can charge your Switch 2 on the go. Keep it going. And yes. I think that's pretty neat, and now I need to find a spot to put this up. But if you want to pick one of these up for yourself, ultra slim, 5,000 milliamp. So I think the Switch 2 and my phone have like a 2,500 milliamp battery. So this should do you pretty well, extending your playing time. Where am I going to put this over here? And how are you guys doing today? Oh, no, not everybody speak at once now, okay? We don't want... let's see, is it going to kind of balance? Sure. We don't want mass confusion or anything. Okay, good, we're down to 0 viewers. Right, let's go ahead and, really get things on the roll here. I don't know if there's really an It seems like every time they'd add a game or something to the collection, that would have to force you to do some kind of update. But I hit this, and it said, hey, there's something new. Chibi Robo, okay. We got something else. Oh, shoot, that's not... Okay, and you get out of here by hitting what? I removed the thing that allowed me to escape. Oh, so we're just hitting minus. We got something else new. Luigi's Mansion. With that in mind, we should be able to rock 4x3 here. Am I correct to assume as much? I've never played Luigi's Mansion, the original. I've played, was it Dark Moon or New Moon Rising? There's a bad moon on the night. Don't go out tonight, because it's there's a bad moon. That's the one I've played. I'm still waiting for them to do something here with... Look, is that not Mario Sunshine that they're showing off right there? Ergo, where's Mario Sunshine, right? So, yes. We're going to dive into this. I think I have... Let's see if I can hit something here to try to get understanding of if I have the frame correct. Much missing there. Oh, it's hard to say. On the right. You guys might be missing a little bit of something on the picture. So I could try to fix that. What do we got here? Cutscene for when you don't push any buttons? Those are getting to be kind of on the way out, aren't they? Man, they got the game looking sharp, like this is like up converted to your set. I'm pretty sure it couldn't have looked like this in 2001, right? So Luigi's walking around, comes to a haunted place. We do have some Reese's Pieces. And we're still drinking that Alani knew. I don't know how she knew it, but Alani knew, right? Did they have the guy doing the Mario voice also doing the Luigi voice? I'm just kind of curious. Well, I'm not going to hit start. I'm going to hit plus. I heard people are having fits with the inverted controls, but they added an ability to change that here or something. But I mean, I was just looking real quick and it said something like you could change the inverted controls. Not that I'd want to. Rumble on. Yes, please. Remember, it's Rumble on Nintendo. If that's not the whole screen, it's really close. I have it set 4:3. But I have some crop filter stuff happening here. Okay, now compare. I don't know. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Now I may have to kind of shrink that. That's not the way to go. I don't know why it's looking like it's in front of stuff when it shouldn't be. Is that in the way of... No, it's like really close to the edge, isn't it? I don't think you guys are seeing the... It's kind of hard to tell because they don't put like a border around this. Hey Marty, how's it going? Can't watch live. I'm about to leave, but love your channel. Stay up and bless. Thank you. All right, well, we're gonna rock with this. I think I'm giving you guys about as much of the screen as I can here without much compromise. So it was weird. I had a 300 pixel crop on each side for like Symphony of the Night. It's a new game. It's a new life. Oh, it's just showing the opening again. I can maybe give some more space on the left and right here. It's nostalgic for you guys, but I mean, I remember walking by this, like, I don't know, like when did this come out? Like, what week or month even? I remember playing for a couple minutes at a kiosk in Kansas City Mall on a school trip. Halo CE. Thinking, whoa, I can just get in the car when I want to? I can just drive wherever. It's kind of wild. But I don't know if I, saw the displays for this. I may have seen somebody playing it in passing. And it seemed like people are just upset that you didn't get to play as Mario. It wasn't not being a traditional Mario game. So we have kind of a 3D environment. But I think New Moon, Dark Moon, I think that it played kind of like this, where it's like it's a, like a cutout, like a set from a sitcom, just about. First time playing, yeah. So, Yeah, people said you might have trouble with the inverted controls. Not me. Nope. All right, so I'm trying to remember. I actually really liked the 3DS thing, and like you'd play with Japanese people, but you had communication by pushing, like the D-pad gave directions. Whoa, did I just see a ghost? I think you do something with a vacuum cleaner to suck up the ghosts. So look at how high res that looked. Wasn't that wild? It was like super high res with the textures. The geometry was still visible, but I kind of want to do that again. It kind of looks like something from like I'm just saying that hand right there. It looks like something from what is it when the Disney characters play with the Final Fantasy kids? What do they call that? It has a goofy name. I never played any of the games. Shit. Disney, and then the kids, you got the Final Fantasy kids, and they all have the big jeans or something. Kingdom Hearts, that's it. You got it, Gyro. It looks like something from like, you know, a much newer game in a way, like one of the recent ones of those. Floating key. Or could it be a ghost holding a key? Man, Luigi is not the guy for this job. It noticeably does not look like an N64. I gotta say that. Could they even do anything lighting-wise like this in Mario 64? I don't think it not quite like this. Look how cool that looks. Oh, he's scared, he's trembling. Well, what's the deal with the like Wolverine knuckle covers on gloves? Like you see it on all the stuff, right? Kind of like Ghostbusters, but with a vacuum cleaner, huh? Oh, it sure doesn't look like Unreal Engine, that's for sure. Oh, I'm supposed to read. If I'm something I'm getting. Hey, Hey, anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Professor Egad. This house, I swear, it seems to have more ghosts every day. What's a young fellow like you doing around here, anywho? Oh man, that auto-scrolling text in a cutscene. Uh-oh, this looks ugly. Oh, all right, youngster, look lively. Follow me, post-haste. He said post-haste a lot on the 3DS. So, your name is Luigi. I think our paths were destined to cross. Well met, Luigi. Where's this, you ask? He kind of looks like a giant baby. Like, isn't that like the prototype baby hairstyle right there? He's so old, he's becoming a baby again. It's something about these white gloves. I'm sure like Mickey Mouse had the same thing going on, right? Where there's like 3 little notches. I don't really get it. Oh, Jimmy Neutron. I've never seen Jimmy Neutron, but I seen of. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Where is this, you ask? Oh, why the cozy quarters are the Professor Egad's ghost research laboratory, the lab. If you're of shortened mind, you won this mansion in a contest. You didn't even enter. Sounds pretty fishy to me. So you believe the mansion actually exists then? Strange. I've been living here since I was a lad of 20 or so. And I'll tell you, the mansion appeared just a few days ago. So where are we living? Not in the mansion? The spirits have fooled you. I don't know if it's a dream or an illusion or what all, but I surely wouldn't be too happy winning a haunted house. Now that I get to look at you, I just recalled a guy with a red hat, kind of like yours, that went up to mansion without even stopping to chat and never returned. Was he a dream too? What? That guy was your brother? How come we don't have Luigi talking? Like, he gets to be mute, but this guy also doesn't have a voice actor, so, but... That guy was your brother? Oh no, that's horrible. He wouldn't stand a chance against those ghosts without my help. You have to go after him. Here's the plan. I'll teach you to deal with ghosts so you can rescue your brother, Luigi. What? Me rescue Mario? Well, that's new. Except there was a Mario missing, or a Hotel Mario, I think. Change the controller settings on the pause screen. That is one radical looking pause screen. I don't have most of those buttons, so probably going to be dealing with that a little bit different. That Comic Sans-esque font is the scary... Man, that Comic Sans was around until the internet made fun of it, you know? He's talking on a Game Boy Horror? That is a photo of a Game Boy Color. Digitized. Not like some in-game engine mock-up of it. That's pretty weird. Pretty wild. You don't see that on a lot of Nintendo stuff. That's a vacuum cleaner. The engineered catch ghost. I call it this genius the Poltergeist 3000. I think that was the same name he called it in the New Moon. Suck all kinds of things up. Now here, let it rip. Use the R button. Oh, this is going to get confusing. Use the R button to vacuum and the C button to change your direction. So I'm guessing right stick. Oh, it's going to be the trigger. I can manage that. No matter how strong you think your brother is, ghosts are mysterious beings and they can't even be caught using conventional means. So you better use this. It's the only way you'd fool them. This is the only thing they fear. Or maybe there's something to that effect. Well, how about we start your training? Ghosts seem to be like darkness. They avoid, seem to like darkness. They avoid the light. So if you hit them with a flashlight beam, all of a sudden you can stun them momentarily. That's when it's vacuuming time. This is the Switch 2 Pro. They don't call it the Switch 2. They don't call it the Nintendo Switch Pro 2. They call it the 2 Pro. Probably the best controller I've picked up. It honestly walks all over the Series X, the Xbox Series S too. Because look, this is the secret sauce of it. Seamless. There is nothing to come loose to hit you in some sort of weird way to irritate. The sticks still feel firm and brand new. I know it's not using the vaunted what do they call it? MOS control sensor, Alex, right? I don't. There's some name for some kind of sticks. Everybody, Hall's effect, right? Or is it Hall effect? It doesn't use those. Maybe they came up with their own proprietary thing, but these sticks, they've seen some work. They feel so smooth and good. It's just great. That is not an ugly controller. Come on. And I know everybody had to kind of copy Xbox after a while, but man, it's really comfortable. I kind of wish that it was soft touch, but otherwise it doesn't bother you. But you see a chance, hold down the R button to tilt the control stick in the opposite direction. And then just give it a try. You'll learn more of the way than just listening to me yap about it. Yeah. All right. So, oh, you're spotted. Oh, well, hold on. Remember, as soon as you see a ghost heart, your chance of vacuuming him up. While vacuuming, tilt the control stick in the opposite direction and bring him down. Okay, hold on. He's stuck in the air. Whoa, 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 whoa. And okay, hold on. Your head's in the way, buddy. When that surprise goes so hard appears, the vacuum is in our stick. Yeah, okay. He's trying to tell me here. Jeez, how quick do you have to do that? Tilt it in the opposite direction. It's weird that he's saying that like it can't be changed. Wow, you gotta be on the ball with that shit. I think I need to follow him around. Wow. Pretty intense, but cool. It's like at the time this had to be the best Ghostbusters game ever made, right? I have the Ghostbusters game on Xbox. I got it for like $8 years ago. Would we like me to do some first impressions of that tomorrow on Halloween? I didn't even think about it. But I have it on Xbox. It's the Xbox One version, and it's been like updated. It should be like, you know, as good as that can get. It's a very dark controller. The basic non-Pro 2 that doesn't have the buttons on the back, the one for the original Switch, has a like translucent shell. So that controller looks like it was designed by a body positive person. It is incredibly black, isn't it? But it has a few touches of gray here and there, doesn't it? So, you know, just a little bit. Remember the Duke? They brought the Duke back the other year. Hey kid, shape up. You can't go looking for your brother the way you're carrying on. There, here, they come. Okay, hold on. This is kind of tough. Gonna take a little getting used to here. What do you guys think? Ghostbusters tomorrow? Ghostbusters, the game? I think it takes place in 91 or 93 or something. No, I think it takes place in 91. And it serves as like the third movie, and all the original Ghostbusters supply their voice. And you're some new guy who I guess is a mute. I played the demo years back, but we could play that. I wonder if the first stage is the demo, like the library. Catching ghosts means using your flashlight and the poltergeist, so yeah. Alright, so I'm doing bad and the guy keeps stopping me to tell me what to do. My mind just went pretty poor. Tilt the control in the direction opposite of the ghost. Fine. Look like your work up quite a sweat there. If he would just stop interrupting me, I'd do this. Oh, is Luigi holding a Game Boy Pocket? Game Boy Color? I think it was Game Boy Pocket, then Game Boy Color. Is the Game Boy Color skinnier than the Game Boy Pocket? And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Game Boy Color not have a backlight? And it wasn't... I don't even think the Advance had a backlight. I think it took like the Advance SP before they put a backlight in. I love the design of the Tears of the Kingdom Pro controller for the Switch OLED. I do not have the Switch OLED. A friend of mine has the Switch OLED. The Tears of the Kingdom Pro controller. I'll have to look at that. They did come up with a Resident Evil 9 Requiem, right? Controller, and it's pretty lame. It's just this, but it has some print on the face saying like Resident Evil, just kind of sticker bomb style. It's pretty crap. And to think that they had a GameCube controller that was a chainsaw for Resident Evil 4, you know, it's quite a drop. What is the haptic feedback shit I keep hearing about? That would probably just be the vibration. But the thing is, this has very finely tuned sensitive vibration about it. You can't use other controllers on the Switch 2 and have the Switch 2 experience. Sure, 8-bit do if you have to say it that way. They have a controller out. They have controllers that look like a Super Nintendo, but But it has rumble, but it's just vibrations, just harsh vibration and intensity. This there's games where you're holding maracas in your hand and it feels like what they say is there's a ball inside or there's beans inside, and it feels like that. And you feel like you feel and hear certain tunes. You collect coins, you can hear the ka-ting ka-ting. It's so finely tuned of a rumble package that they have in the HD Rumble 2 they call, that it really helps with stuff. And you feel like you're driving a car. It feels like a car starting up. On the Xbox, it's just bzz, bzz, and that doesn't sound like a car. It doesn't feel like a car. This different. But you're probably going to get that experience more with the first party games. My understanding is that Silksong did have some special stuff done for the Rumble 2, HD Rumble 2 stuff. So I don't believe that the GameCube controller has rumble. The version that they sell for exclusively use with NSO does not have rumble, from my understanding of it. How about a little cool down in the gallery? I'm proud of you. Of it, All right, fine, go to the gallery. I'm kind of fascinated with Luigi's model here. Geometry-wise, it's kind of working, but you can see how, like, the shadows, there's something like first pass at Pixar about it, right? It doesn't look like it's quite ready for the movie. Was the Nintendo Wii a thinly veiled attempt to get gamers to exercise? Man, I was at the mall one morning and I saw a line like 50 deep of seniors at GameStop waiting for GameStop to open to get that Wii so they could do the Wii Sports. Or maybe they were getting it for their grandkid. I think they were getting it for themselves. I hadn't seen a crowd of old people gathering for something like that, outside of the thing of which we're not supposed to talk about. All right, off we go. Call this a gallery? Was this kind of mind-blowing in 2001? Because this is probably the flagship launch title for the GameCube. I think the Xbox was kind of rocking. It had Halo, but it also had, they were really showing off one of those Oddworld. Was it Oddworld Abe's Odyssey or Abe's Exodus or something? I think it was like the second Oddworld game. They were really showing that off. Man, he doesn't run, does he? Whoa, shit. All right, so that's the button to bring up a menu on your Game Boy Horror. What's that say at the top? ACOM. What? Take pictures. Now you kind of made it a 3D environment type thing. No jumping, no real running. What's he want me to do? Just any door? They sell a wireless GameCube controller for Switch at my Best Buy. I think it had rumble, but it could be. If it's a new one for the Switch, it's for the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. And it can only be, they say it can only be used with that service if you're a subscriber. They say that. I don't know why you couldn't plug it into something, wireless dongle, whatever, use it for something else, but point is, okay, how do I get the flashlight out? All right, that's bringing that up, and then the flashlight would be which? Looks like I have two ways to draw that. Does he? What's he doing? I walked up to it, I hit A. Maybe I'm not supposed to be in here? Am I? Oh. Those two doors go the same place. Wow, he's not quick. Am I not running right here? I don't know. Well, he's kind of hustling. Poor guy. Maybe I'm just supposed to talk to this dude. When Homer wore a pink shirt to work, they had him committed. This is a Kirby shirt. You guys see it? That's Kirby, man. I thought I'd wear something a little on brand in some way. I don't have any Luigi kit, so that's what I know about that. All right, hold on. I'm looking at the screen here, and it looks like I'm showing. I'm trying to line things up in a way that I can see exactly if you guys are getting the full picture. Pretty close. I could probably work that a little bit. You guys ain't missing much on the picture there. It's all right. You got trick-or-treat plans? I don't have a costume. I haven't done the pumpkin. I bought a pumpkin. I haven't done anything with it yet. We gonna talk? Welcome to the gallery. I once had 21 paintings of a famous ghost collection, but now that there are only frames, what a crying shame. Unfortunately, there are only these statues here now, but feel free to... So this is his lab and not the mansion or the basement of the mansion. But feel free to look around anyway. Use the X button to check your surroundings with that Game Boy Horror I gave you. And be sure to search suspicious places extra well. You can also check objects with the A button by tapping and shaking stuff. Don't try that on the angel statues. Maybe I should. How did he shake it? Oh, yes. Sometimes he knocks, sometimes he shakes, maybe. That's a frame. You should wear a Kirby inflatable costume on stream. I don't have one. I couldn't get that fast enough, I'm pretty sure. You know what? I could probably book it to a... what do they call it? The Spirit Halloween? They probably have a Kirby mask of some kind or something, right? Seems really popular. Like a strangely popular character. Why are we not doing Kirby anime? I don't know. For lucky, Vaughn might start playing the game soon. I'm kind of trying. I guess he wants me to knock on this. How do you use the flashlight? All right, left trigger's pulling that out. I feel like left trigger should be pulling out the flashlight. That's doing something else. Is that blow? That suck. What's that doing? All right, we're having a problem. Control style standard. Yeah, this is before they let you see that. You'd have to go to the main menu to see the control setup, right? Like that's kind of where we are in 2001. Are you done appreciating art for today, Luigi? Where am I? What's a GB horror? I designed GB horror for a communications terminal. It has all sorts of functions. Well, for example, you can press the Z button to see a list of the items you picked up. Give it a try after you get some coins. Yeah. Of course, you'll also be able to see a portrait ghost here. Want to capture some. You can also use the Y button to display a map of the mansion. The display color for the rooms so as you visit them. Check the map. If you ever get lost. Got it, all that, Sonny? A map. Not the map thing was not all that common on games at this time. I'm still struggling to figure out how to get this flashlight out here. Maybe he just hasn't told me yet. Looks like an iPod when Luigi's holding the Game Boy. It kind of does, doesn't it? The latter iPods had that thinner, more 16:9 screen with the video, I think. Some of them, they changed them, you know, so you can make fun of people for having the old one and then change it back. You done appreciating it? Yeah, okay. Let's go back to the lab. All right, then. Where will you go, Luigi? Let's go to the training room real quick. Unless that was the place. Okay, hold on. Check your inventory, check your map. Suck things up. Shoot out fire, water, or ice. Okay, that's what he was trying to do. B, flashlight on, off. The darkness to avoid light or something, whatever, something. Yep, okay, I think we've probably been through all this before. I thought maybe the training area was different than this for some reason. Wow, it stays on in the dark. Unless you hold it. Oh my god, maybe I should tell him I want out of here. Okay, just leave me alone and let me do this. Man, you really gotta be on top of that. It's almost like a fishing game almost. Like I'm following this guy around the pond in my little boat. You know, that also contains a dead body in the Yeti. And then when I'm done fishing, I drop the body out and I pull it full with fish. No one's the wiser, right? As long as you weigh him down with concrete boots. All right, enough training. Let's get into the game here. Nukem's here. If Luigi was black, he would be screaming it. Yeah. No, he wouldn't be here, man. He'd be like, nope. Nope. That's one of the things that I think people didn't pick up on about the Nope movie is look at how the different races handle stuff. I think it would have been stronger if the Asian was Jewish because he was the one trying to monetize and make the amusement park out of the UFO. But instead it was the Asian, them greedy Asians, right? But you had the white guy who's in it for the fame. And then the black guys are kind of like, nope, I'm not doing this. All right, let's make some money, you know? All right, let's quit. Does that get me to the menu? Do we let's get started proper here. Actually, we might have, oh shit. Oh shit's sake. The modern gaming autosave. I don't think the iPod was around in 2001 yet. It would have been really close. It might have premiered before this. I didn't see an iPod until fall of 2003, heading into college. So, Apple discontinued it in 2018. It feels like it was more recent than that on the iPods. They were making the iPod Classic for a time, right? So it turns out that there was no save. So then one saves how? Oh, shoot. God, we might have been able to. I might have screwed up here. Hold on. Can I rewind? There's the rewind feature, but I forgot. Okay, view, change controls. How do you rewind with? Damn it. Oh, holy shit. How do you rewind a GameCube game? Or do you not? I don't want to have to do... Hold on. Okay, so that brings up other controls. Can you... Left trigger? I don't think so. Nope, that's not happening. Maybe you can't rewind it because he has to shoot something with the left trigger. Well, we've gone past the point in which I could rewind to get back out of me not saving the game or something. I can't believe that it doesn't save the game when you quit or whatever, you know? Like, you're just kind of screwed. All right, so you have to do that to trigger the guys to come out over here. Non-skippable. Son of a... Oh, yeah, the vintage lens thing. Oh, you want to see some vintage lenses? Zack Snyder just discovered cracked lenses. And thought, why isn't everybody else using these? Okay, so at the very least you could save here, I guess. I should have realized. I do this sort of thing every time I switch to NSO for stuff, you noticed? It's like, oh wait, I forgot. Why is NSO not like look, what could SNK really be doing with their Neo Geo library? They could have the whole Neo Geo library on Nintendo Switch online expansion pass, whatever. And it would be a banger, wouldn't it? There's no skipping the cutscenes. As best I can tell. Modern games let you skip the cutscenes, remember? This is 2001. Shoot. I guess if you request to go to the training room, you're going to be stuck in the training room for a bit. Graphically, I think this kind of keeps pace with what the original Xbox was doing. The GameCube was not weak. With all of its different effects in place, it could really keep up with a PS2. The Xbox was the most powerful of the generation. The Dreamcast, theoretically the least powerful. There wasn't a lot of head-to-head comparisons for you to really see how much more or less powerful something was, but the Dreamcast had like really nice colors about it, which is weird coming from Sega where the Genesis wasn't great with colors. And I noticed with so many of the PlayStation 2 games I was playing early, because most of my PlayStation 2 experience was earlier. I had the launch games, but I just wasn't really feeling them. And they had so many, like, the anti-aliasing was terrible. This would have looked so jagged, and this looks smooth. You can see some jaggedness in his shadow. I wonder how that's reflective of how this game looked on a 2001 GameCube. Try left or right bumper. If that doesn't work, then maybe this will bring up this. Now, if I... Unfortunately, I'll have to... I think I can find it, but I'm going to have to leave here. I hate the way they have this set up. Show controls in-game, and then this will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. All right, suspend menu. No? All right, hold on. It's going to say at the bottom. Come on. Maybe there's no rewind on the GameCube. Usually it says hit LR to rewind. But you're using like all these controls. So that's aggravating. Hold on here. We don't want that at the bottom of the screen. That's why I always turn it off. So you're kind of just, you know, screwed. You mess up here. Well, you have save states. Here, I'll rifle through this and read the chat. I thought it was available on some of the GameCube stuff, but maybe it isn't. I haven't played a lot of the GameCube NSO. That could make some of these games pretty tricky, because we know I got through like a hard blind playthrough of a lot of stuff months ago, but boy did I lean on some rewinding. GameCube, Nukem says, GameCube is more powerful than PS2 and Xbox. I'm not so sure about I think the Xbox had more more power when it came to like touting its polygon count. They used to, I don't even know what they do nowadays. I mean, you used to talk about bits, polygons per second. You know, at one point it was colors on screen at once, or number of sprites. Like it's just the new one, and it plays this at so many frames. You know, that's just about the only measuring stick they got, right? I probably used my PS2 more to play DVD movies. That was definitely a strong selling point for it. I really think that if the Dreamcast had 2 analog sticks and a DVD player, we could be playing Dreamcast 6 by now, you know? Because they did not have the controls. It did not come with a controller that was ready for the kinds of genres that would be taking off during that generation. And the lack of the DVD. This guy's going to interrupt my ass again, isn't he? What's it? Is he boxing? See Little Mac over there? He's really getting into that. All right, now what if I don't chase it? Does it pull me anyway? Oh, you lose health. Yeah, okay. Xbox had more built-in memory storage, but I don't think it was more powerful, but I'm pretty sure the Xbox was more powerful. But, you know, cross-platform games were largely going to look pretty alike. So it's pretty tough to come up with apples-to-apples comparisons. One of the features I really liked on the original Xbox was that you could burn a CD into a game. And I'd play Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball with the Vault greatest hits of Def Leppard. And that was pretty much perfect for the game. Kind of an underrated title. It actually had a pretty good volleyball thing going on. That would be a fun game to play. Oh, imagine if OG Xbox titles come to Nintendo Switch Online. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Have you ever played Zelda Skyward Sword? Have not. Nope. I know there are some Zelda games I'm missing en route to trying to get to Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't done the Majora's Mask. I did Ocarina of Time in '98. Been a while. We may have to... I started and played a little bit, a minute of, is it Wind Waker on NSO? I don't know if we were interested in me doing like a few little samples of those before starting Tears of the Kingdom for the November stuff. Was George Burns really that funny, or did... he's kind of funny, but... You know, there's a funniness in the 60s and 70s is... It might have actually, for any comedy, it probably helps to be there. If you were look, I pulled up some DVD like a while back. This was a little bit before lockdown, right? Just tell me the stuff, buddy. And on the DVD, there were some known comics, okay? And this is from like a lot of the shows are like from '94. And there was some guy I hadn't heard of doing props, doing prop comedy, who was crushing it. Had by far the biggest and the most laughs of the whole DVD set. And this was a DVD set that contained like, I know Tim Allen was on it, Jim Carrey, Sarah Silverman. And they're just, you know, just showing a few bits of them. It wasn't like full specials or anything. You know, it was like Live at the Laugh Factory, whatever, something like that. But the prop comics, and if you watch Carrot Top's like first appearance on The Tonight Show, yeah, audiences do not laugh like that anymore on a show. They don't. They kind of clapped because the sign told them to, right? Is he gonna make me have to do something here? All right, fine. We'll tap the statue. Okay, here we go. Let's... Skyward Sword was a beautiful game. I didn't get to beat it, but I really like the charm and is there a possibility? Was that a GameCube game or was that a Wii? They've ended up with this scenario where they promised there would be a Zelda game on a console, and then as they're looking at the sequel console coming out, they're like, oh shoot, let's put some version of that Zelda on there. Ergo, how Wii U gets a Zelda title, right? It was Wii U. We're probably too far away from seeing that on the NSO. I have mentioned it. Where did I put it? I had my my DSi out here, and I unfortunately do not have Chinatown Wars. Have you guys played Chinatown Wars? It's amazing. I can see why Cartman was going to start like some problem over it. I need to play that again. It was hard. Like getting the challenge of trying to get those, what do they call them? Like killing sprees or something, where you had to kill 70 homeless people in 10 seconds with a flamethrower. Not easy. Hardest Zelda game, Skyward Sword. Okay. I mean, that was when they were trying to make Link look a little more realistic, right? Was that a Twilight Princess? Twilight Princess might have been the start of them going, okay, can we make him look a little more realistic? And then at some point, they kind of faulted back. Because like they had the Wind Waker and they're like, let's go cartoony, but he's young. And then we're gonna, okay, now it's serious shit. Okay, fine, let's find like a middle ground, right? Isn't that what they did? What was the distinction between the Wii and the Wii U? Don't act like a boomer. Come on, it's a totally different console, but they threw the Wii name in there and it confused people. If they called it the U, they might have been okay. It was also pretty underpowered. It is kind of like a prototype for the Switch. Imagine if you had to play with the gamepad connected to your TV and you had to be like in the room or something on the Wi-Fi to use the gamepad. Whereas the Switch has the screen you can take with you. It's like a prototype, yeah. Nukem says stamp commands. Hold on here. Where do we want to go? We want to go to the mansion. Yes. We're going to save here before I screw up some shit. Stamp comedians can't make me laugh unless they are terrible at delivering their jokes. Like, it makes me laugh more when they... I have a similar opinion. Like, there is a way to bomb on stage that will make me laugh because I'm evil. But also, if you're going to bomb on stage, you got to get... somebody has to be able to reflect on it later. Like, maybe the joke doesn't hit until... the joke of you bombing on stage makes them laugh months later when they tell a friend about it. See, so there's always some kind of comedy to be found, I would think. Now, if you're just thoroughly bland, they don't have a funny story of you getting booed off stage or anything. So you either got to like really hit or totally suck, because in the middle, nobody remembers the middle shit. Chinatown Wars was the best GTA game. Dude, it's so crazy. You go through like the bridge and you're driving away from the cops, right? And then you have to get out like the stylus or something. You got to like throw some coins into into the bin on the toll bridge, because the screen comes. It's crazy. You can't get that experience with controllers, right? I've been playing, you know, more of that Ball Pit. I need to do the Ninja Gaiden, and now you guys are gonna make me finish that space game I just forgot the name of, the Outer Worlds 2. And it's just sit down with the controller and shoot the people in the head when you can. And that's Xbox, right? Jeez. Yeah, you had some really innovative gameplay stuff happening here. They used the Twilight Princess face of Link and tweaked it for Skyward Sword. So Skyward Sword came second. Okay, the eye color and the hairstyle different. Well, the best GTA that's simply crazy taxi mode with custom soundtrack. You can have a custom, are you saying in the game Crazy Taxi you can have a custom soundtrack? Or I guess you could. You could custom soundtrack about anything on the original Xbox if you, I think it had like a 4 GB hard drive. And you could put a couple of CDs on there and jam, you know? I think it was 4, maybe it was like 16, it wasn't much. Oh, are you a real toad? Mario! Hold on, why is there a toad crying over here? Boo-hoo, where did you go, Mario? Luigi, wow, well, it's Luigi, you finally made it, oh joy. Oh, thank goodness. Well, Princess Peach asked me to come here to look for Mario. He left here, I heard he won a mansion and he never returned. And then when I arrived at the mansion, they're full of ghosts. And I didn't see Mario. And I got freaked out and look right in the minute. It's been awful. Please help me find Mario. I feel like I'm back. I have no idea. I'm sad. Alright, goodbye. I'm very, very blue. I'm so very blue? What? What? I'm so very blue? Excuse me? What? I don't remember that slang from 2001. You should be Toad for Halloween. I went to a Spirit Halloween last year. First one I'd been to. The mask for Michael Myers was insanely priced. It was $70 for a Michael Myers, like, Halloween. What was it? The first of the reboot trilogy. It was a 3-movie thing, right? And they just called it Halloween. They wanted 70 damn bucks. It was just like, I can't justify that. You know, if I'm paying 70 bucks for a costume, I need to wear that like on a regular basis, just about. GTA 4 had no taxi mission mode, just main taxi story missions. I know that there were some of them where you could hop in a vehicle and then turn on, like, I think you could like steal it like an ambulance and run, you know, stuff like that. All right, I guess we're gonna suck those coins up, huh? Oh, look at that. It's pulling on the cloth. Is this considered tank? Oh shit. Hold the cloth off. That's cool. Is this considered tank controls? I know I'm usually Mr. Inverted Controls, but I'm kind of struggling with the inverted controls here. Suck the door off. I mean, well, that sounds kind of bad. How's the game? Oh, you got a new pick. You need to switch back to the old one. I like the shopkeeper, because now you're not a shopkeeper. This is, I screwed up and we kind of had to start over because it does, look, it's not really a save screen. And it's like, you really want to quit, and then it lost all the progress, and it appears that, unless I'm mistaken, you cannot rewind on GameCube. Wow, that's really flat looking, but it kind of works. I'm wearing a Kirby shirt. I picked up at GameStop when I picked up, oh shit, now you're in for it. I think some ghosts are about to attack me. This is a Kirby shirt that I picked up at GameStop. I've been looking up and down the internet for a good Kirby shirt. And I saw this at GameStop and was like, whoa. It's pretty badass. No rewind. No, there is no rewind here. Shoot, I hit the wrong thing. Alright, I gotta stay on top of him here or he's gonna hurt me. Suck the life out of him. That is cool. That is so cool. Oh man, this was easier on the 3DS, I swear. I think they're gonna be behind me no matter what. So I kind of need to get my back up to them so that I can turn around and whip them. Very cool. Yeah, it's pretty comfortable. It's gonna shrink hard. It's Mylon, I think, or it's something that may shrink more than cotton, so you kind of have to be careful with it. You can't iron it or anything. But you know, might whip it out for some Nintendo streams. Also, I just realized that I have Ghostbusters the game from like 2016 on Xbox. So how about we do like a stream of that tomorrow? Does that sound good? I'm gonna have to start a little bit later because I have trick-or-treaters until 8 Central is when usually wind that down. I have a Matt Walsh takedown video I'm working on right now that I should have up sometime after the stream tonight. Come over here. Get over here. There we go. If they had today's technology, would 70s, 80s, 90s filmmakers have been... Technology makes people lazy. That's kind of the reality of it, isn't it? What? We can get away with not using film? What? We can get away with not doing special effects? What? We can get away with, you know, insert whatever, right? I played like the demo of it years back, so I'm probably going to be, you know, doing the demo at the start. If the demo was the library and the first mission or whatever is the library, but that was a game I picked up like $8 cheap, Xbox. Man, you used to be able to pick up some real winners cheap on Xbox. I got Witcher, like all the Witcher stuff for like $10. And then they upgraded it to, and then they changed the price to like $60 or something. But if you already had it, then you got, so it's like, boom, score. Yeah, whatever people can get away with, they're expected to get away with. Like technology doesn't make your work easier. It gives you more work to do. Oh, we can get somebody to do, like, look, okay, we expect you to edit 1 movie every month, okay? Oh, now it's digital. Okay, well, we expect you to edit 3 movies a week. See the difference there? Like you're still working as much, but you're going to have to do more, and it's probably going to be kind of compromised. What the shit? Was I supposed to run away from that? We got some Code Veronica trap in here. All right, let's see if I can suck this. I don't think I want to touch that, do I? Shit. Oh boy. How long am I tiny? Here, let's pull this off. It's a mirror. That would have been a wow effect. That would have been like a very showcase type effect thing right there. Serious. Get out of there. Oh shoot, am I supposed to do something with the flashlight to that? You bought the game, you bought the Xbox, or you bought the Ghostbusters 2016 on Switch? I don't know if that would run well on Switch. I don't know, because the version I have is Xbox One, but it has been updated for stuff, so... Alright, so those guys said something to me, and I made the mistake of not reading it when they had their little cutscene. It was a mistake, but it does run well. Okay, nice. Get 'em! I'm trying to remember, like, the process of capturing these guys quick, and I don't really remember. Like, maybe you have to whip them down when you get close. Or you just try to follow them as best you can. Come on. No. That's a 20 ghost. I think I'm just trying to follow to that circle underneath. The lighting effects here and stuff, like, I mean, I remember kind of seeing of this, or like stills in a magazine or something, and thinking, man, what's everybody complaining about? That looks pretty damn good. Okay, oh shoot. Fumbled it. I'm trying to get my back to them so they pop out. Jeez. Oh. This game was kind of like weirdly hated, and I don't get it. Maybe because it's just not platforming. Maybe I needed to juke his blow before I could start on him. It got pretty complicated with how to take down different ghosts on the 3DS, and it was really cool. And you have a room, I think you had like 4... honestly, I think you had like 4 Luigis running around with vacuum cleaners. Online. And you could use the D-pad to be like, let's go to the room on the left next, you know? You'd have communication, but it was like pretty limited. Are there infinite guys here, or am I just cleaning up all of them? See, there is like a faint little movement here to the rumble. It would just be loud and abrasive on Xbox. It would. Alright, let's tear some shit up. Oh, how am I supposed to get 2 at a time? Gosh! What's the worst secondhand embarrassment I ever felt? Oh, I don't know. You know what? There's this old lady that would go to open mics and do the same routine for like 5 years. Where she called herself the fart queen and had a bubble machine next to her. And she just told jokes. First of all, she barely could talk. She was like some kind of hillbilly, okay? But you know these people that don't know how to use a mic? And they talk ultra quiet and you can't understand anything, even though the mic's on, right? Like, she's been doing this for at least 5 years. The same routine, and people are just kind of like, huh? Like, it just destroys the whole damn show. And it's the same thing she's probably dead by now. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'd see this gal show up and it's like, oh, I wonder what we're doing. And a lot of the local comics just kind of tell the same joke forever. Which, if I do an open mic, I do like, typically, like if I do open mic in the same location, I'm trying to do something different. If it's the same bar or club or something. I don't, oh, hey, I'm back with my best stuff again. Like, that's lame. Dark Moon was the least favorite. I think Dark Moon was the one I played. I probably actually have it behind me. I think it makes no sense for the genre, and you can play as Mario. You mean you can't play as Mario on this one, and that's why people hated it? So you suck down the ghost until the lights come on. Wardrobe room. Open up. Oh, shoot. You know, if he had a flashlight on top of this, that would solve so many problems, but instead it's a flashlight or a suction. Who was like the project lead on this? Like, are they still with Nintendo? They do something big since then? Oh shoot, I don't know if you can pull two at once. He dropped a banana peel? "13-year-old Janis Joplin wannabe on..." There's always... You gotta be more specific. American Idol sucks off Janis Joplin so hard. Like, I just don't get it. It's like... Oh, you like Janis Joplin. Okay, you're some chick and you look kind of like you cut yourself before. You must like Janis Joplin. And then there's going to be some guy and he has like those bracer things, you know, like the leather bracelet. And he's going to sing Vehicle by Ides of March. You know, like, are we not sick of hearing the same shit from all these people that look so much like they did? Like, they keep finding people that look the same. It's weird. And then they have to sing like a Ford Escape commercial. Like they have to do like embarrassing ads for Ford. Like that was the last time I saw the American. It was only any good when you had Simon there to give people the reality check. Otherwise they got to where they were having too many judges that were friends with each other. Alright, I gotta watch out for those bananas. Shit. I was nowhere close to that. Oh, shopkeeper, I'm on like the 5th layer in Ball Pit, but it's... I think I beat the 4th layer first try. With my gun dude, the bad gunslinger guy. Forgot his name. I think they called him ex-deputy or something. I should have probably just done a review of that for today instead of this more ambitious Matt Walsh video I'm editing. That I should have up shortly after. Well, I say shortly, it's probably gonna be an hour after this or so. Okay. The ghosts are reflected in the mirror. Sucks for you. It was so bad I showed my mom the video. Oh, well, you also have William Hung, right? And then they parade him around like he's a national treasure. William Hung's gonna sing the national anthem. Get off of me. I'm getting jacked up in this room, man. Clean up the room a little. There was some game on, I think, Dreamcast, or it might have been Saturn. I think it was a Sega title of some kind, where you had like, you were scared, but you were like stuck. And I know it's going to sound like Night Trap, but I think it was sci-fi driven. You were like on like a space station, and there was something about like your heart rate, I think, but you had to watch monitors. You didn't actually play the game as the protagonist. You kind of like guided them. They had some pretty ambitious games for a time, Sega. Seaman, right? Okay, what do you got in here? Oh, shoot. You know what? It seems like instead of letting him drag me around, if I pull the opposite direction, I can pull him in pretty well. Holding his iPad, or iPod. Damn, it even tells you what room you unlocked. Eat your heart out, Resident Evil. Toad's gonna be super impressed now. Oh, hold on.
Mario? Mario? Mario!
Maybe I'm too slow to pull that off.
Mario?
Alright, didn't it say it was this way, or was it... I don't remember what I was saying. I would eat your heart out, Resident Evil, with it showing on the map where the door unlocks. I got a key, and then it said that I had the key to the door, and it showed where the door was on the map. Oh, hold on a second, Luigi. It's me, Professor Egad. I detect spirits stronger than we've yet to be seen lurking around ahead. I think it must be some of the escaped gallery ghosts. You should know that they really different from the other ghosts you've seen so far. They don't show their hearts very easily. Nope, not at all. Well, when you find one, you should first use the X button to research its heart for clues. Sometimes you can even learn the best way to surprise them. Well, Luigi, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Post-haste. Alright, so we're about to get bum rushed here, huh? I don't remember what I was saying when you said there. You were saying probably stuff about Resident Evil. I'm still very mixed on the Air Riders. We are going to do, I think Nukem said wants Sunday night me to do a like an hour-long live reaction thing to the direct for that, and we'll play the demo and we'll see if that sells me on the game or not. Answer the question: Luigi Mansion made by Nintendo EAD. Luigi Mansion 2 and 3 was made. Oh, so that different team made the others, huh? What do we got there? Speaking, if that's a mouse, I actually had a mouse under my deck today. I was mowing, came across a mouse body. I think a cat's been hanging out under there. It didn't eat the mouse. Okay, so let's see. We can... Oh, you just step on them? Fake ass door nearly killed me. Wow. Whoa, that's a cool effect. They're just trying to show off their effects in this game, aren't they? Like, look. To have paper flying around like that would have been pretty surprising to see. Now let's get rid of this guy and then work on this gallery ghost. 100? Shit. Alright, got X. Ho ho ho. Go ahead, try to find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me. Ho ho ho. Whoa, what just happened? I think somebody might have signed up on... I think that chime I'm being told is when someone follows on Twitch. Guy on Britain's Got Talent who would... I haven't seen a lot of Britain's Got Talent. I'm convinced America doesn't have talent. Seeing as how we have judges, none of the judges are American. And we have a bunch of acts from who knows hell where, and they just end up on the show. But they're not American. All right, what do you do for health? BX is return. A's just a search. Items. You don't die in this, do you? I mean, I'm running out of hearts. Something's got to give. Oh, Canadian game studio made those. Well, I could see the second one being like down the tier list, seeing as how it's on the 3DS. It's not, you know, home console. Right, so is that gonna hit me? Maybe there's some clues about how to take this guy down. Like mess with his ship. Oh no, wait, hold on. No, do the picture. It's a picture, but I wouldn't call it art. Maybe I gotta take a picture of America Had Talent. Yeah, definitely. Oh, come on. Not that one. Okay, the ship. Looks like something might be in there. See, I think I need to bust that. Come on. There's a book called Darkness in Their Cheese. Will you read it? No, I don't think I would. Carly. Oh my god, I used to play this game so much. This is my first time playing it. I played the 3DS one a pretty good amount. That was pretty fun to play online too. And now I'm playing this terrible. This game flosses ass crack with you. I'm so sick of. I will take RE Engine. RE Engine definitely so good. Unreal 5. I get you probably just have to have a real workhorse of a computer to pull it off. Ghost mice are drawn to darkness as real mice are drawn to cheese. In the dark they like to shine a gold. Doom, 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 doom. But I'm frightened of the gold with contentment. There must be something the cheese is thinking of to turn the ghosts away. Hey, hey. Good song. Till Tuesday, Voices Carry. Check it out. I must try to get close to the one before the lights come back. Guy named Parmesan wrote that. Carly says, I grew up playing this game on my GameCube. One of the first games I remember playing. I'm not sure what the first game is I played. It was either SMB on the NES or maybe Galaga, which I didn't learn until years later. It's a sequel to, I think, Galaxin. Right, so I can't go to work on this guy yet. What am I? Oh, you know what? Maybe I launched something at it. Do I have something to throw? All right, you know what's in there. Oh, there must be something. It's a ship in a bottle. What's he reading? Is that a clue? Hold on, let's try this. can't find me. Oh, is that his picture on the wall? It's like I'm doing a little mystery type thing, you know? Now, who is this supposed to be, huh? Oh, is that all we're gonna say? Shoot. See the cobweb. Space jock and alien is scarier than an actual alien. Mystery can be scary. You don't know anything about the space jockeys, and then when you learn about them, then it's like, oh, that's not that exciting. All right, anybody want to give me some clues on what to do with this guy? I keep hitting that. He has a book. I can see you, but you can't see me. Ho, ho, ho. So what is he, Santa Claus? Like, maybe I can't do anything into him in that room. Not yet. One of these mice is about to kill me. Let's see, which door almost killed me? I guess this one here. So maybe I can open this one.
Mario?
Oh, now I'm dead. Awesome. Good night. Oh, wait. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, no way. He doesn't even have the vacuum. You have got to be kidding me. Wow. That is a harsh NES style Mario death thing right there, man. That I was not anticipating that. Mario games have been so chill lately with assists and things, but maybe in 2001 they were still a real one, you know? Jeez. Yeah, Ridley Scott probably should pack it in. He's probably just too old to, you know, be doing this sort of thing. I don't think that Scorsese's doing great either. Great work. All right, so something about darkness for the... Now that has a lock on it. In the close-up, you can see a lock, but there you can't. But I'm guessing the door is locked. So there should be a key somewhere. Oh, the top hat. Okay, so those do hurt. Grab the money. I do have Paramount Plus, and I don't know if I'm going to get it for another year or not. It was the cheapest streaming service as far as the premium stream, like the studio ran streaming services go, but I just don't know if I've seen enough things on there I want to keep watching. You know, I kind of need to finish watching Star Trek TOS and can't really bring myself to do it. I have a couple episodes I think I need to finish on Strange New Worlds. I just haven't gotten around to. Damn, why do I keep doing that? Maybe I can... I've got currency. Can I not take that to the guy? All right, you can't see me. if I hit this, is there a... I need some kind of projectile. Star Trek Terms of Service. Star Trek, the original series. Who's gonna die first, Picard or Kirk? Right? See, maybe... Okay, hold on. If I can suck and then stick one of these books, right? And then launch it back. Like, if there's some way to do that. Surely the same guy voiced Luigi and Mario, right? Charles, is it Manette? I almost think there's something with that fire. Can I grab the fire? Okay, there's something. But I don't know what to do with the currency. Where's the map? It's weird how you pull up different things, but you don't go to the menu in it. If that makes sense. Like, now you put it away to pull up a different menu. Alright, we've got some locked doors. Maybe I can go down into the basement. Everyone's forgotten that stupid Nosferatu remake. Have they? I thought I heard something being compared to that. I can't remember what. Something that was being described as kind of like it's the Frankenstein. Is the Frankenstein that's coming to Netflix in November? Is that kind of giving off the vibes? Like, let's make sexy hunky Frankenstein monster, right? I don't know if that's indicating I can go to that stuff. Fall. It's like he's got some kind of like mist or fog machine there.
Mario.
Oh, see, I saw this on the map.
Mario, where are you? Luigi, better now, yeah. Please help, please save Mario. I looked everywhere for him. I can't find him. Where is he?
I don't know. Is that what he just did? Lily Rose Depp has... She's strange looking. Like, I know I've said this many a times before, but if you look at that yoga hosers that Johnny Depp did with Kevin Smith, it's kind of one of Kevin Smith's most brilliant ideas, in that they seemingly went out of their way to make as bad of a movie as possible so that their daughters could be the best thing about it. And then that way people would talk about their daughters being good actresses. Well, they showed some promise. It's a terrible movie, blah, 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 but they showed some promise. You know, they could be stars. It's more brilliant than them being hoisted into a good movie, undeserved, and being terrible. you know? So I think that that movie kind of, set the stage for what was to come. And then she had to prove she could do the adult stuff, so she had to be game for whatever. And it's like, there's something unattractive about her going on, that's for sure. But no, don't touch that. Didn't Mario 2 have evil mushrooms? Mario 2 Japan. Well, we should probably create a save spot there. Tank controls do take getting accustomed to, but typically when you commit to them, and that's why everybody's angry about my Lara Croft abilities, I gave up on that Tomb Raider Classics because I couldn't really get the tank. I tried the modern controls. The modern controls were not working. And people are like, no, you got to do it with the tank controls and just get used to it. And I'm like, that's probably the preferred way to do it. They probably shouldn't even have bothered with the modern controls if they were going to screw them up like that. And maybe they fixed the modern controls, but the modern controls had some real limitations to them. Trying to take the right thing here. What a dreadful picture, but the candle next to it might be important. Oh, hold on. I saw a purple flame. Bill Skarsgård as Dracula, but you can't recognize him at all. A lot of times it really seems like you could get anybody to play a role, right? So then why don't you? Let's pull this off. Get it? Got it. All right, maybe if I walk out of here and back in, is that going to have a purple flame on it? Maybe as you capture purple ghosts, those candles light up. You gotta blindfold to play how the game is intended to be played. Yeah, probably. Which it's kind of a shame because then you end up with a lot of modern games that you're supposed to read stuff about beforehand so that you know the story because they're not going to tell you it. Maybe I'm actually supposed to say something other than goodbye to him. Hold on. Yeah, Princess Peach is going to kill me. She's going to have my motorcycle repossessed if I don't find Mario by sundown or sunup. You got to help me. She's going to flip. All right, leave it to me. Yay, thanks, Luigi. You made it to the darkness storm something. So because I gave him the goodbye and he said something about feeling blue, I messed that up, I guess.
I wish I could do something to help you, but wait, oh, I got it. At least let me do this.
Okay, so that is where one saves.
Talk to me when you need something, anything.
Quit walking over this. Now, hold on. Did those just turn... Did those candles just... All right, so the goal, when you clear a room, the light turns on, right? Like, that's pretty cool. Pretty intuitive. Simple, right? Did you ever see that movie Breakdown with Kurt Russell years back? VHS, yeah. I think the villain truck driver died, like, just before it came out or something, right? He unalived himself in A Few Good Men, if I remember right, that guy. Just like a real person. How very creepy. Just like a real person, it's creepy. Photos exist, right? I think Red Letter Media talked about Breakdown a few months back. I know they had a Spooktacular. I haven't seen that yet. Okay, look, we got all these purple candles, so that's something different than what I was thinking. Now I'm sort of out of rooms. I got a key and an unlock down here, and we go in here. For one, there might be a way to use cheese or something to get rid of these mice. All right, why is that book? All right, so it made that sound. Can I now launch it? It's a Game Boy horror, not a Game Boy Color. Okay, so I sucked up that book. There's got to be a reason behind that. You found Lydia's child care diary. Will you read it? The twins are very shy for ghosts their age. They've even gone and hid the key to their room far away in the mansion. How very trying. They got mad at me the other day for twirling their little toy helicopter mobile. Ghost children today, who knows what they're thinking. Book of Pericles. Certain elemental ghosts, they live in the elements of fire, water, and ice, and they make up much of our world. To handle these elements, one must first obtain the element metal. Perhaps elemental ghosts are only visible to the bearer of such a metal. Does this guy have an element to him? No, not that. Use. Maybe I'm not doing something right here. I'm driving away most of the potential viewers. I'm doing that pretty effective. Is that the ghost making that sound or humming? Luigi. I think it's a ghost. See if I can sort out the hallway. Those are fake doors. I don't know what to do. That book. I don't know if that book is vital in this puzzle. Maybe I can go outside, kind of. That should be the front door. Why the mirror? Now the real trip's going to be if you find out that the Luigi's, well, that the Toads are like all fake, like they're ghosts. He's got his mouth open. We find things funny when they're relatable, but I wonder why that is. I think it's because you get the reference, so you feel like the joke was for you. Oh, hey, that's something I understand. That's for me. I like it. But if you're going to just like make references to other things, I feel like then your comedy relies too much on those other things being good. Like Steven Crowder, okay? Can he tell jokes that don't involve Ferris Bueller's Day Off or Back to the Future? Like, Jesus. Kind of just standing on the shoulders of giants there, right? You know, come to think, I sure hope I have the alert on. I think I have the right alert thing set up, but I need to move this stuff off to the left a little. It's kind of cramping the screen. All right, well, I can come up here and get hearts. Can I? Surely you're supposed to go into this room. That book. I don't think I can make it hit him, can I? Brutal assault from Von Fry on Steven Crowder. No, I do. He does catch some strays in my Matt Walsh video. That if I don't make some progress on here real soon, we're probably going to wrap this up. We had a pretty rude awakening with the save file system, and now I'm just in general confused. I don't remember being stuck like this. Okay, so, I mean, like, look. It said, like, research them, right? And then but there isn't. He's just like, screw you. Ho, ho, ho. That's 4 hoes. He must be a rapper. Go ahead, try to find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me. Now, there was a mirror downstairs. Maybe I matched the book. Can't bring that mirror up here. Gosh, I am just so finicky when it comes to hats. It's picture, wouldn't call it art. Okay, and then there's, yeah, we've seen the horses thing too. No zoom. Still pretty novel taking digital pictures 2001. It would be. I mean, you don't have a smartphone to do it. I had a phone, you'd have to look this up. My first cell phone was the Samsung N300. It was pretty small. It had a little bit of an antenna you could pull up. If you want to get laughed at now, you know, like back then it was just maybe like a quarter, well, of the kids my age, high school, junior, senior year, maybe like 1/3 or a quarter had a phone. But I had a phone because it's like, well, if he's going to have a car, he's going to need a phone too. So, you know, I like to joke with kids like, wow, well, you play Call of Duty, you're 12. When I was 12, my parents didn't let me play Call of Duty. When I was 14, I didn't get an iPhone. You know, things like that. Okay, that book opened up. If I could jump up there, maybe I can open that up and read it. Shoot. I wonder how old this is. Oh my gosh. You say you were going after Matt Walsh next? Yeah, kind of. I think he's wrong about his... pretty far off on the time period for when he thinks pop culture died. He has some right ideas. I mean, in general, he's describing the modern suck pretty well, and kind of how we got here. But he's jumping the gun on trying to make the period of 2006 to 2008 being when pop culture died. I don't think quite works for me. Okay, good. We have a ghost. Shoot. Where? This might be what we needed right here. Was he in the chair? It wasn't bad, but he also didn't have any visual aids or anything, and he just read a damn teleprompter. Which I wish I could get away with that, right? Why? You're so boring. Man, you don't have any idea how many comments I used to get, like, you know, like 15 years ago. You're so boring, you should stop. You know, like things like that. Like, he said a lot of the right stuff, but I think he wants to get a lot of credit for it, which is kind of bullshit. All right, where did that ghost go? Was that like a one-time ghost? Maybe I have to reload that room in some capacity. Matt, and here's one I wrote earlier. Walsh. Is that what he says? I don't listen or watch enough of him to know. I think his days at the Daily Wire have got to be numbered. He's kind of just... He surely realizes he could take the show on his own and make more money, right? I guess if we're all... Because really, when you look at like all the people, they're really just in it for the money. The change doesn't matter. They kind of need there to be conflict so that they can drive people into listening to their thoughts. It's so important that we hear my thoughts, guys. Shouldn't I be allowed to speak on campus? I mean, they did pay me 50 grand to show up today. Shouldn't I be allowed to make easy money like that, guys? And why is there so much easy money to be paid for these speaking engagements? Why that can't be some way to funnel money towards a political party? No, that can't be true. All right, well, we're coming up on 2 hours of me in this room with this ghost and getting no clues from the damn game. I'm aware that I can't see you, buddy. And if I take this out... Oh, y'all, I can't read it from this far away. God damn. No kidding. Okay, now hold on. Now if I take a picture of this, is that gonna make a difference? I would like to knock that over. Alright, controls. What do we... Control sidestep, control standard. Hold on. Financial crisis rate coincides with when I gave up on cinema. That probably has a role. He doesn't... Matt Walsh doesn't really bring that up. I think that had a big part in them choosing how they were going to make projects going forward. There was, you know, less concern to discover talent after that. What? We don't need to discover talent. We can just install somebody that already has a big following from something else. Well, I owe a favor to this guy over here. We could put his daughter in the show. You know, that's pretty much how things went. When it became less about discovering anybody. Can I do anything with that cobweb? Yes. Alright, I got the cobweb. I don't have any other options. Hold on, did I just... How the hell did I do that? Did he get tired and then just give up on reading? I don't know what I did to trigger being able to hit him, but I walked away. Hold on, do I want to grab that stuff? Alright, how come his heart was showing? Oh my god, when he yawns, you can grab him. Shit. I'm over here doing everything but. Alright, so I'm trying to go opposite direction they're pulling them. Let's grab the snowballs. That was pretty damn embarrassing right there. All live for 4 people to see. Oh, let's go see what's in that room. Now I'm trying to figure out if I had it on standard or sidestep. I guess I had it on standard the whole time. I should be drinking Ghost for this, shouldn't I? I still have 1 can of Ghost left. Oh, he's gonna be careful here. Master bedroom. This is where you're supposed to live, Luigi. This is your mansion. It says it's Luigi's mansion, not Ghost Mansion. Let's get rid of these curtains. Pull the curtains, there we go.
Oh dear, such a draft.
Okay, so we pull the curtain and that might be the chance to get her. There's a toad out there. It's kind of like weird fun music when you're riding the ghost down. Kind of neat. Okay, let's grab the snowballs before they disappear. I don't think I can grab that, can I? There we go. Okay, here we go. Shit. Do these ghosts deserve to get sucked up? Oh man, it's just a small window right there to grab her. The tank controls, man, they're defeating me. Oi, oi. I guess more could be done with the carpet. Oh, it's a tile floor. You're gonna slide better, right? Like whatever. It doesn't really look much like carpet that you're sliding on. It's just a bad texture. Poor gal's just doing her makeup. She's kind of a fine ghost gal. Not a ton of humans in the Mushroom Kingdom, so we should probably be, you know... God, it is not easy to turn around and get that. It isn't. I mean, it's no Last Judge, but... Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice. Keys. And the door gets unlocked. Ah, yes, the bondage dungeon. That's where we're headed to next, right? All right, so there's Toad out on the balcony. I thought he was off on another area, but... She looked kind of fine. Damn, open the door slower than Resident Evil. All this stuff looks like it's ready to fly off the shelf at me. They said something about playing with the mobile. Horsey, Rocky, Horsey. Am I looking at the right thing? Oh man, what was that Michael Jack? It was like mid 90s where he was the white guy in the suit and he had to complain about the mansion in the music video. Rock the Horsey. Wow, that's kind of scary. All right, can I tank control this or not? Hey, you want to play with me? No. Boss fight? Shit is happening. See, I knew. Okay, do we suck the ball in and get him? There we go, yes. Ow, you gave me an owie. I just wanted to play with you. I hate grown-ups. Why do you have to be bigger than me? Is that a rattle or an ironing, like a dough ironing, what do they call it? Roller? You know, the roller, what do they call that? I've had enough. Small, now grow small, itsy bitsy, teeny tiny, small gaga googa. Ah, I didn't think this would be happening. Boss fight arena? Well, I think I spent about an hour on that ghost. That was an hour well spent. Not the best looking ghost baby I've seen. Then again, maybe it is. Alright, so we're gonna dodge things, right? Hell, okay, shoot, not with the button I wanted. We gotta look for an opening, maybe. Where's his heart? Okay, hold on. Can I suck those? Where's his heart? Actually, hold on. He doesn't have his flashlight out, does he? Brock Lesnar, yeah. Brock Lesnar's mohawk thing does look trash. I think John Cena's final match should be against the entire roster. Like, I had this idea a while back that what they should have done with Goldberg, there should have been a night where Goldberg, they just said, you know what, Goldberg? You're gonna lose your title unless you do what we say, and you have to fight every match tonight. So like every match, Goldberg would have to do like every match. Like that would have been like a way to do it. They bury John Cena, who's on retirement tour. He gets what do they call it? He does the job for Brock Lesnar. He just. I don't understand. They just bury him for the hell of it. Like, Brock Lesnar needed to squash John Cena for some reason. Like, why? Just, nothing they do over at WWE makes any logic. And they have too many stupid things happening too, while also trying to be taken halfway seriously. I don't even think the comedy stuff's working for them at this point. Not that I've been paying much attention. Alright, so I think I've got this. You suck up the ball, launch it back at him, then, even though I couldn't see his heart, I guess his heart was the number. Game's trying to help me here. .3D printing, what happened to that? Did we kind of give up on that? It's not really as ubiquitous as we kind of thought it would be. It's around. You know, it's gotten cheaper and whatever, but I just don't think that it's become like the end all. Everybody runs their own Etsy shop thing that we kind of expected. Tank controls. Shit, that hurt me. This guy is just begging for me to finish him. He's like, what took you so long, you stupid adult? Pose in front of that railing so you can't see anything. Doesn't look much like the actual crib, does it? Are we opening this? Come on. Huh? Curse. Curse, Luigi, curse.
Luigi, hey, can you hear me? Oh, hey, thank goodness you're okay. I lost contact with you all of a sudden. I was worried. You seem to be a bit tuckered out after all that. A long battle, don't you think? Why don't you come back to the lab? Oh, yeah, then you can get your vacuum of boss ghosts. When you vacuum a boss ghost, your poltergeist 3000 gets pretty much full to bustering. But I guess you showed that boss ghost who's boss. Oh yeah, you're rhyming like Eminem. Good job, Luigi. Oh, you made it back in one piece. Oh, he has one tooth. I'm telling you, this is a giant baby. Take a gander at this. This fine, nice piece of work took nearly 20 years to develop. I call it the ghost portrificationizer. 3D printers only seem to produce flimsy plastic shit that, you know, it's brittle. It makes one type of plastic thing right. And you can see all these lines in it, you know. But, what if you're cosplaying? You shave it down and you polish it and I mean, I guess you could do stuff, but I mean, there are some things I've looked at. Like, the dock for this, I'd kind of rather it lay down and then insert the switch in instead of sliding, because it's kind of in front of my TV. Also seems like it could tip over pretty damn easily. This machine lets you turn ghosts into the paintings. Oh, not only that, it also works in reverse too. You turn paintings into ghosts. That's what. But what if the person you painted isn't dead? Well, it kills them. How do you use it? Oh, you ask. Actually, I didn't ask shit. Well, it's simple. You just plug that poltergeist into the slot. Oh, you do you? And enjoy the ride, my boy. All right. Very Ghostbusters. Am I going to get a copyright claim on the Ghostbusters if they use Ray Parker Jr. in that? Surely that song is in the game. And it's going to be like, oh, now no monetization for you. Right? And presto, turn them into beautiful ghost portraits.
Yep, these are some ghosts I sucked. Ah, you killed the whole family. Well, I guess that's game over. You killed the family that lived here. You re-killed them. Re-killed. That sounds like a bad straight-to-video
thing you'd find on Tubi, Rekilled. Oh yeah, man, turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thank you so much, Luigi. Oh, you're super excited about this. You've got Area 1. And their demented child. So it confused me when I see video. I 3D printed a soap. No, you didn't. I 3D printed. There, I think that's running out of clickbait. Like, people aren't willing to click on the 3D printed stuff, but I mean, you can still draw a lot of views if you have like an elephant being eaten by an anaconda. Like, but there's certain just stupid shit. What? You won't believe what Netflix is doing now. Like, you know, they think about how Dave Cullen phrases the titles, right? Like, there's falseness in it. It's not sincere. And then it's like, okay, what is it? You know, it can't even just simply be what the video is about. It has to be like, I don't know. It's hard for me to think that deceptive when it comes to stuff. So I can't even come up with a good example off the top of my head. I mean, that's why I get like 40 views on a movie review this week. So, all right. Well, we've got Area 1 done. I think we are wrapping this stream up. That's the first impressions. And I think, yeah, probably a good place to stop right there if I hit the... sure. I'll probably play more of this at some point. This was a game I wanted to get to. I don't know if we necessarily need me streaming the whole thing, but as first impressions go, and here you can get a real good look at the Kirby shirt. Unfortunately, my camera only does 720p output when it's in this webcam mode, which is pretty bullshit. But also this shirt, the lighting ends up kind of weird in here with this shirt, doesn't it? The picture's generally darker with the camera on automatic for the webcam mode stuff. Maybe a little more cryptic than it needed to be in some places. I could see this thing maybe helping you out more in a modern capacity. I'm looking at that save game thing right there. There's like some memory card I've never even seen before, but surely the Nintendo GameCube had memory cards. Looks pretty good in a lot of places. Plays okay. The tank control stuff, there's got to be some more modernized way to do it. Maybe the third Luigi's Mansion pulls that off, because this is, I mean, you know, 2 hours in and I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm supposed to, all right, now, but you know, like I've said, if you stick with tank controls and that's the only thing you play after a few days or something, you're going to, you know, be like a fish in water, right? And then you have to get reacquainted to every other game out there. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion. Check it out. If you got Nintendo Switch online expansion pack, it's your trick. Hell, I'm hoping that we get a Mario Sunshine before the year's over, but you know, at the rate they're going with this stuff, you can never tell. If you made it this far, wait until marriage. Counseling.